Take a look at the new numbers on the GOP fight for Michigan. Rick Santorum's lead is just 1.5% now. Santorum shot to the front a week ago, building a 9-point lead, but now Michigan native Mitt Romney is reeling him in. Romney was in the Detroit area today trying to close the gap with voters. Political reporter Rick Albin was there.
In his last public appearance before he heads to Arizona for a debate tomorrow night, Mitt Romney came here to Shelby Township to talk about manufacturing and his vision for the future.
Thank you for welcoming me back to my boyhood home.
In what has become a familiar setting for this campaign, the candidate appeared at a manufacturing facility, talking about his roots in Michigan, getting up close and personal in a state where he's in a tough fight for the primary. He talked about jobs and the ability to create them, and pointed out his experience versus his opponents.
I'm the only guy in this race, Republican or Democrat, who's had a job in the private sector.
That, he says, helps him understand how to grow the economy, and also helps underscore his common complaint about all of his opponents, that they are Washington insiders and career politicians. He chided Congress for not being able to get a handle on what he sees as runaway deficits and out-of-control spending, and said he would do something about both and address entitlements.
What I'm going to be doing over the coming days is I'm going to be talking about how to make all three of those things work together. Our taxes to create more growth, our spending to make sure we balance the budget, and our long-term obligations, our entitlements.
Romney will likely lay out that plan Friday when he returns to speak at the Economic Club of Detroit. And it's no surprise that he would choose Michigan for a policy speech of that nature. In a tight race that just weeks ago seemed to be in the bag for Romney, he is now looking for all the traction he can get. With Rick Santorum already in the other state with a primary next week, Arizona, Romney is on his way there too, where the numbers have tightened up in the last 2 weeks. But for Romney, Michigan is both personal and pivotal. On a sentimental level, he no doubt wants to win. From a momentum standpoint, he needs to win. And it showed as he tried to stir the crowd as he wrapped up his appearance.
I love America. I love what this nation is, what it has been, and what it will be if we return to the principles that made us the hope of the earth. And I will do that with your help.
But when all was said and done, the most immediate and direct message was saved for his final sentence.
I need your help on the 28th of February. Get out and vote.
I'm Rick Albin, 24-Hour News 8.
And while Mr. Romney was on the other side of the state, his wife Ann was in Hudsonville. She was the special guest at a luncheon for the Ottawa County Republicans. All four Republican candidates will be in Arizona tomorrow for the final debate before Michigan's primary. Rick Santorum was in West Michigan yesterday. He doesn't have any scheduled events in Michigan, but we expect him to be back. Ron Paul will be in Hudsonville on Sunday. Newt Gingrich has been focusing mostly on states that vote on Super Tuesday.